I'm back. I had to move spots. Oh, I want to fix my lighting. It's all about the lighting sometimes. Hi. Okay, much better? I hope so. Yay. Hello. Whoa. Make sure I don't walk. Don't want to make sure that I don't knock over this water. Better? I hope so. I've really got to make it a point to charge my phone to 100% before we do this because, yeah, unfortunately my gland core, something, I don't know, the charger in the damn thing's not working anymore. So, let's see. Have you guys seen the workshop page? Here you can see all of my credentials. And what my objectives are when I train you. Hold your questions. Alright. Well, I've got to fix the layout right there. I was messing around with the website before I got on here. Alright, so here are the dates. Okay, so can you hear me now? Or is the music too loud? Okay, so here are the dates for training. If you are in any of these, it's not covered. You can hear me now? Okay, cool. I swear, I feel like the damn Verizon man who turned into the Sprint man. Oh, that was so foul, wasn't it? No loyalty whatsoever. Okay, so May 30th to the 31st, I'll be in Oakland. I'll be at Illumino Lashes Studio. June 11th to the 12th, Atlanta. So if you're in Atlanta, I'll be there. You can come to the Volume Beginners course. There's only 3 spots for that. So it's definitely going to be hands-on and one-on-one. Or you could just come to the business class. Then we're going to be, we added a new date in Maryland. I'll be at Loving My Lashes Boutique. It's just the business class. So if you are in the DMV area, which is DC, Maryland, or Virginia, come check me out. June 26th to the 27th in Vegas. So if you're going to the show, the IBS/IECSC show, come check me out. Plus, if you're going, I'm also doing a walking tour. So if you want to just go straight to the lash booths, all you need to do is sign up. Let's see. Jersey, 9th to the 10th. Dallas, 16th to the 17th. All right, Dallas, I see all them hearts. Houston, July 30th to the 31st. All right, Houston. So the 16th and 17th in Dallas, that's actually going to be at the Lash Exchange. Have you guys heard of the Lash Exchange? I hope so. The 30th to the 31st, that will be at House of Beauty. And August 13th to the 14th will be an volume experience class in New York. And then we have August 20th, Mind Your Own Business class, just a business class, and that's going to be at Lash Makers Studio at the Lash Castle, as they call it. And then August 27th to 28th, I've added a date in Los Angeles by request. Experience. It's a volume experience class and business class, but we only have room for 4. So if you were interested in Los Angeles, get it while it's hot, honeys. Anybody in here from LA or close to LA? Yes, no. And then here's quickly what we're going to be going through. I get a little more hands-on when it comes to business than most trainings. You know, they might only cover it for, 15 minutes, 30 minutes. I'm getting hands-on with this. I want to make you guys better businesswomen. and I've done it, so I feel like I can pass on some awesome information for you. So when you're ready, all you have to do is pre-enroll. Let's say I want to choose a workshop. Do you want a private workshop or do you want a group workshop? You can choose. Private is a me to you, where I come to you, which is awesome if you have your own studio, because I can help you in your own studio. Let's see, if you wanted mentorship. Mentorship is by FaceTime. So if you just want to have a phone call, we can do that too. And here are some of the topics. I pre-made some topics, but we can obviously talk about anything. I can talk about anything for the most part. Yes, that's the price for the Vegas class, darling. Although, who knows, maybe I'll do a show special and bring it down. I don't know if you guys noticed, but you do have a chance to win a discount on tuition. All you have to do is repost the last post that I made about the training. Now, here's where things are about to get exciting, guys. And tonight I'm going to update the website. If you don't already know, I'm like fucking excited about this. So I emailed a few brands and I asked them if they would be interested in sponsoring some of the workshops and filling your goodie bags with their shit. And guess what? We have some sponsors. So your bags are going to include, for now, products from Lash Base in the UK, the Lash Wrap, Illumina Lashes, Borboleta Beauty. That's right, Borby's on board. Oh, and would you look at what I have right here? I actually have to email them back, but boop. So, I can't show up empty-handed. I'm not gonna call myself the product queen, but I like. Lash theory. Sorry, I must have been holding over the thing. Practice on live models, certificate, of course, ongoing mentorship after the course, and of course there's going to be a super kit filled with some of my favorite products from around the industry, and I'm going to handpick them for you, of course. And now, so if we look at the volume beginners, which is majority of the classes I have scheduled, excuse me. And I gotta be honest, when I wrote these things out, this doesn't even, that's not even all of it. There's more. But I mean, I just kept it to the basics. But trust and believe, I have a sheet on every one of these things, everything you need to know about each of these things. I have an adhesive 101 sheet, tweezer sheet, everything you need to know. I'm about to give you the blueprint, honeys. Now, here are the requirements. You have to be a licensed cosmetologist or esthetician in your state. I actually need to amend that to say we're applicable, because there are actually a few states that don't have rules. And then, of course, there's the tuition. And 50% tuition is required in order to reserve a spot. So just because you enroll doesn't mean you have a spot, okay? And then, of course, just the business class. So if you don't want to take another technique class and you just want help with your business, that's cool too. So you can just participate in the group class at any of the cities that I'm going to be in. Like I said, it's just a half-day course. And we're going to go over the back end of the business, from A to Z. Forming your business. If you're already halfway through it, then we'll pick it up from there. I'm going to gauge. I have, I like to do polls. So I'm going to take a poll of the room and see what we need to focus on. Plus, each of the students is going to receive a survey before the class. So I know how to properly teach each of you individually, because everybody needs individual help. So I want to make sure that I provide that for you. Of course, there's front end business. And there are no requirements for this one, other than we have internet. Bring your laptop or your computer. You don't have to be certified to come to a business class, and you're not receiving a certification for it either, so it's just business. Sorry, trying to tap this without dropping the damn iPad. There we go. So the mentorship is $75 for an hour. And if you need a website, I can help you with that too. Because you know I do stuff like that too. This whole page, this whole website, I made it. These are the dates again. When I'm in New York, it'll be in Manhattan. Thank you, Helen. I made the website myself, guys. I'm a developer too. Oh, look at that. Isn't that pretty? So in case you didn't know, there's a little bit about me. See that? Web developer. And again, if you just want to read my credentials, they're all there too. Okay? New Jersey, the location is TBD. It's probably going to be in Central Jersey, though. Oh, look, there's me. Okay. Who's ready for questions? You ready yet? Let her rip. Go. I'm pretty sure somebody had a question, like on standby. Oh, so we all know the deal, right? The drill. If you've never been to a LASH411 live before, Jessica, I'm going through all my emails tonight, so I'll get back to you tonight, okay? Sorry. Okay, so somebody's going to ask who's the best, what's the best. If you don't already know the drill, every time somebody asks, does anybody have liquor? Anybody have liquor? No? Yes? Because all I have is water because I'm on a mission. So, if you have some alcohol, this will be a lot more fun. But, yeah. Anytime somebody asks what's the best anything, drink. What's the best lashes? What's the best adhesive? What's this? What's that? Drink. Because it's going to happen. The reason why I say to drink is because there's no such thing as the best. That's like saying to somebody, what's the best genre of music? What if we don't like the same music? Then what? Okay. I feel like I repeat myself so much. Okay. Let's start with Cam's Madre. Wants to know about the cleansing after lashing. Okay, so I personally have not done this, but I've heard about this probably for about the last year. And Jill from Lash Effects has kind of been spearheading that. So, to be honest with you, I haven't watched Doug Schoon's or their Facebook. I think they had a Facebook Live. I think he does webinars weekly. Unfortunately, I haven't tuned in. So unfortunately, I can't really answer many questions about this because I personally have not done it. But I'm pretty sure Jill can answer your questions. Did you take a look at all the comments that were underneath her post with the cleansing? Has anybody done it? If you have, put a comment. Okay. When will you be at the Hollywood Lash Conference? Yes, I will be at the Hollywood Lash Conference May 26th to the 28th. I am attending like you. Okay. I paid for a ticket just like you. Okay. So I hope to see you there. Because, well, you know, we're just going to be chilling like Lash sisters. You know, earlier today I said to myself, just because I got bombed last night with questions, I said to myself, oh gosh, am I going to show up to this conference and people are going to ask me lots of questions and I'm not even one of the educators on the panel? I'm here to be educated just like you. So just keep that in mind, okay? When you see me there, that I'm there just like you to learn something, okay? Thoughts on post sealing on classic lashes, nano mister or sealant? So personally, I don't nano mist and I don't seal. I use a nebulizer. Actually, here's one. Could you believe that I had that right there? This one's actually from Stella Lash. You can actually get one of these on the Lash Exchange, which is where I'm teaching my Dallas class. The Lash Exchange, because I have a code and you could save money. I think you should use it from there. But I like the Nano Mister. Oh, I need to charge it. But this is finer. Like, you could literally hold this right here and your eyes won't be drenched. So if you use my code at the Lash Exchange, it's LASH411, and get yourself a nebulizer. It's better than a Nano Mister. But as far as sealants go, of course, you can only seal on classic lashes. Like I said, personally, I didn't really find a difference. Some people say it does. I really didn't notice one. And there is a post, just so you know, like probably my first month as LASH411, I did a post on Nano Mister versus nebulizer. And what I did was I took a tissue and I literally sprayed it like up close, and you'll see the difference. You'll see that with the Nano Mister, that tissue was drenched wet. With the nebulizer, it wasn't wet at all. So yeah, okay. Let's see. What's the deal with the dots on top of the lid? What does that mean? What is the deal with the dots on top of the lid? I don't understand the question. Okay, so Sophie, Heavenly Lashes, said that she cleansed her client's lashes afterwards and it helped with her client's irritation immediately. I gotta say, personally, my clients haven't complained to me about irritation. I guess that's probably a reason why I haven't tried it. Either I'm like super lucky that none of my clients have an issue, or what, I don't know, but I haven't had that issue. Have I used flat lashes? Yes. I would say I probably prefer those over regular classics, because with flat lashes, especially in a 0.15, it'll look like a 0.20, so you get a deeper, darker look. Are there any other conferences soon? Just take a look at the events directory and click the link in my bio. If you're interested in knowing about what events are going on, just click the link in my bio and click Lash Events. Hi, Prissy D3 said, I'm going to be done with cosmetology school this summer, so I'll be a newbie. I do want to work for myself eventually, but what are your thoughts of starting off at a lash studio? While you're in cosmetology school, if you already learned how to lash, right now is the time for you to be practicing on all your family and friends, so that by the time you graduate, you can open your studio and already have kind of a clientele going. So work on your family and friends, have them refer their family and friends. Only work on people who you can trust right now, because, well, for one, you need to get insured as well. But work on people who you trust right now, who you really not taking money from anybody, because you just need to get your practice in. But ultimately, to answer your question, I wouldn't suggest immediately opening a lash studio if you don't have the clients to come into it yet. You don't want to have that expense. So me personally, what I did is my first 3 months of lashing, I was mobile. I have a truck, so I would just pile a massage table in the truck, my light, my table, and I would go to whoever's house. And when I say whoever, I mean somebody who I knew, not strangers. Whoever will let me come and whoever let me practice on them. I would give my friends and family a free full set and fill. And then each month that I would come back to do a fill, I would start charging $20. And then the next month it'd be $40. And I would explain to them that each month, you have to be transparent when you're a student, when you're new, okay? So I let them know the better that I get and the faster that I get, then my price is going to go up. And again, these were my family and friends, so I could tell them that, right? And that's who you should be practicing on, because, hey, they're willing to sit there for 3 to 4 hours for you, right? You cannot do this with paying clients, real clients who you don't know. No. Okay? No. But yeah, don't open the lash studio just yet. Just wait. Will I be coming to the Celtic Lash competition in Ireland next week? No, sadly I will not. Can I come to New York? I am. That's August 13th to the 14th. Okay. Which tweezers, straight or curved, are better to pick up and place lashes on a classic set? Personally, I haven't used a straight tweezer since I finished my first year of lashing. Then I took a volume class and I started using a curved tweezer. I've never gone back to using a straight tweezer again. I personally wouldn't use a straight tweezer for classic or volume. I'm surprised at people who are able to use a straight one for volume. Y'all are amazing. Couldn't be me though. But I definitely think curved are better. Does that count as a question of which one's best? Well, if it does, drink. Okay. Yes, I always nebulize, but I only nebulize at the end, especially because I have fluctuating humidity throughout the seasons. So I usually just nebulize at the end. I don't want to overdo it. Are you ever in or near Toronto, Canada, or Buffalo, New York? No. But I keep getting requests for Toronto for training. I just need a place. So maybe I'll either have to do it at a hotel, or if anybody has a lash studio that can fit like at least 4 students for technique. Whiplashes said, I had a client come to me from another tech and I was examining her real lashes. A few looked like they were cut, but by the looks of it, the lash was too heavy. Well, did she cut them herself? Sometimes when the lashes grow out and they have a few that are like sticking out of the bunch, they try to cut them. Or did she maybe had she used an eyelash curler before she went to the other girl? Because that would be why her shits look cut up. Someone asked, am I looking for any mentees or apprentices? No, I work from home. Although soon I might be looking for an assistant, an intern or something. Ginger Snap asks, what do you mean by insured? I mean by, do you have insurance to make sure that if you poke somebody's eye out or get glue in their eye or they fall down the stairs or trip over something in your studio, you have to have insurance to make sure you're covered, because then if they sue you, come on guys, it's like, why do you have car insurance? Same thing, you have to have business insurance. Liability and professional. And Whiplash put it down there. I use Hiscox myself. Can you lash on a catagen stage lash? Of course you can. You can lash on anagen, catagen, or telogen. Model MB. Catagen is the middle stage. Hey Lumino, hey Sujin. I hope you guys visit Sujin. We're actually going to do a giveaway for you guys tomorrow. And Sujin in Oakland, that's where I will be at for the training volume beginners May 30th to the 31st. Sujin and I are going to be at the Hollywood Lash Conference. And then Sujin and I are flying back to Oakland from Los Angeles to go do the class there. Do you encourage promoting yourself via social media while you're in school? Are you good at your job? I mean, like, what I mean to say is, if you happen to be in esthetician school, are you already certified doing lashes? Like, I don't think that you should be promoting yourself if you don't have the proper credentials. You follow what I'm saying? Oh, am I covering? Can you hear me now? I probably was covering the speaker. Damn. Y'all type so much, and then by the time I get to the bottom, shit. Yeah, thank you, Zetterquist. I totally didn't. Oh my gosh. Okay, so what did y'all miss? Fuck, man. Oh boy. Okay, what did everybody miss? Okay. Let me just pick up. Model MB said, how did you find clients when you first started? I did my friends and family. My sister was out one day at Target, and the cashier there said, oh, I love your lashes. Where did you get them from? My sister gave her my number, and I looked at my sister like, dude, I'm not going to a stranger's house. And then she looked back at me, and she's like, dude, maybe it's time for you to, like, get your own place. Right? So one of my other clients, who was a girl who I went to high school with, here's what I did. I went onto Facebook. Okay, let me start it again from the top, because you guys probably missed this on my like first or second live when I told my story. Okay, I was living in London. I got my lashes first done there. I was living there because before my lash life, I used to work like a corporate job, and I was sent there to go hire and train a new staff, which that's how I know how to train people, and I like to help people. Anyway, so yeah, I got my lashes first done in London. I came back. Instead of coming right back to New Jersey, I decided to go down to Atlanta. My sister and I were down there. She said, hey, find somebody who does lashes so we can get our lashes done, because we were going to the nail salons, and yeah, we all know what happens there. And I found a girl on Groupon, and it turned out the girl on Groupon was somebody who 7 years prior, she and I went to the same beauty school. I graduated from beauty school in 2008. So now let's fast forward to 2013. She was there in 2006. That's why I said 7 years. What are the odds that 7 years later, a girl who I went to beauty school with in New Jersey is down here in Atlanta? I'm down there in Atlanta, and I picked her on a Groupon, and she's doing my lashes. What are the odds of that? Not a coincidence, my friends. Not a coincidence, okay? So, she was teaching classes, and I decided to take a class. I didn't take it with her. I took it straight with Nova Lash, because so I could buy the products direct from them. And then I decided I had to come back to New Jersey because I didn't have any friends in Atlanta to practice on. So I came back to New Jersey, contacted all my girlfriends, went on Facebook and said to my Facebook friends, hey, I just became a certified lash artist. If anybody's interested in letting me practice or do some lashes on you, send me a message. And I got a few people who sent me a message who were interested. One of the girls was a girl who I went to high school with, who lived locally here in town. And she suggested that I approach the local hair salon, I live in a small town, the local hair salon that just so also happened to be the salon that my mother used to bring me to when I was a little girl. Like, I remember being 7 years old getting my nails done in there for my birthday, of course. So I walked in, and I have to tell you, I walked in with my iPad and I had my portfolio of my work. And I tell you now, when I look back at that shit was horrible. You know, I'm gonna find the pictures. I'm gonna find the pictures of the work that I brought into to the salon. And here I was thinking I was hot shit. Like, look at my classic lashes. Right. And of course, they didn't know any better because they weren't lash people and they didn't know what to look for. So I said, you know, hey, can I come in and maybe use your wax room? I did not work for the salon. I was not an employee. But yeah, I just went in. Oh gosh, guys. Are y'all ready to see these pictures? Lord Jesus. So yeah, take a look. And take a look at my old business name, right? Can't even pronounce it, right? Look at these lashes. Classic. Oh, I remember doing this set, and it was my favorite set. I thought I was the shit for how it came out. This was actually the girl who told me to go to that salon. You see the date up there too? December 2013. I got my first certification November 13th or 17th. November 17th, 2013. And by December, I was back in New Jersey practicing on people. I thought I was the shits. Look at this. I was so proud of this set. No, look at all these things wrong with it. No inners. Too many long lengths, like up here. And that's because I was following the lashing by the size. So for example, if there were all these long ones were all the Telegin lashes. And these were 0.20s too, guys. Lord Jesus, look at how, oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, I don't even want to scroll down because I don't even want to know what I missed. Oh, let me take my hand off of the speaker. Okay. Okay, moving on to the next question. So that's how I found clients. When I moved into the salon, none of the hairdressers wanted to come at first because A, they either couldn't afford it or didn't have the money, or B, because they just wanted to see my work first, like on actual people, which also meant then the salon clients weren't coming to me if the stylists weren't coming to me. So I did a Groupon just once, just to let people know I was there, to have people coming in and out. And I had all my mobile clients start to come to me at the salon so people could see me in and out. And what ended up happening was I ended up being in their wax room so much that they couldn't wax anymore. And it's so funny because when I moved in there, I remember the owner saying to me, "Do you really think you're going to be lashing all day?" My mother said the same thing too. I said, "Don't believe me, just watch. Just wait. I got this." And next thing you know, they built me a room in the salon upstairs next to the nail girls. Okay. Oh, okay. Prissy D revised her question. She said, "What do you think of me starting off working at a lash studio like Amazing Lash? I know they train their new stylists." I don't know. I don't necessarily think that's a bad idea because I feel like for your first 3 to 6 months to a year, that's probably not a bad idea. That's probably a good idea. You know why? Because at least you'll be surrounded by people who can help you. Whereas me, I was all by myself. Like, Nova Lash did not, put out a smoke signal to be like, "Hey, here are resources for you." I didn't find out about the Lash forums until I took my first volume class. So I don't think that's a bad idea. When you were testing out new glues, would you patch test your existing clients every time? No, I would just apply it. Oh, here it goes. Can you recommend a glue, everyone? Everyone, go ahead and recommend a glue. But if you really want to recommend a glue, here's what you should do. go into lash411.info, the website, you know, click the link in my bio, sign in. If you don't have an account, create one. It's free. Go to the directories and go look at all the adhesives that are in the product directory. If you've used any of those adhesives, leave a rating on it. You can rate it by retention, by viscosity, which is the thickness of it. I think there are a few other things that you can rate it by. Rate it. Leave a review about it. It's anonymous, so don't worry if you have bad things to say about it. Just be honest, okay? Why? Because we all want recommendations and we all want to know who's the best, right? Like I said, there's no such thing. But we're all keen on knowing what our peers think. So when you have a chance, go through the directory, look at all the products, look at all the brands, and leave your opinion so that the next girl can read it. Okay? Thank you. How to tape down short bottom lashes comfortably. I'm not sure how to answer that, other than saying to tape them down. Sorry? You know something that you could do? One of my volume trainers suggested that you use Elmer's glue. The clear one. You know, the one that, like, you could swallow, you know, kids could swallow kind of thing. I don't know how I feel about that, probably because I never did it. But, yeah. What lash thickness do you recommend to you first start practicing on models? See, that kind of question tells me that no. Okay, then I see another question saying, do I sell lash supplies and what thickness do I recommend? Okay, guys. So by the way you're asking that question, I can tell that perhaps you're new to lashing and you're not familiar with how it works. Because the answer is the thickness you choose depends on your client's natural lashes. You are going to come across millions of different kinds of lash lines throughout your career. Some people are going to have amazing thick tree trunk lashes. That's what we call them. And these are lashes that are like a 0.15 diameter and up, right? But those are like unicorns. They're rare, okay? Your other clients might naturally be a 0.07 or a 0.10, okay? So it's not one size fits all. And that the same goes for lengths as well. Can I see some hearts? Where's the hearts at, guys? Because I'm preaching. I'm dropping gems here, okay? So no, I don't recommend a thickness to start with, but are you working on classics or are you working on volume? I'm going to assume classics. You should just be using something that's between a 0.10 and a 0.15. Okay. No, I do not sell lash supplies. How do you deal with extremely curly natural lashes to the point that they overlap each other? I think you have a few options here. But that also depends on whether or not you know what you're doing. So for one with really curly lashes, sometimes, guys, you can't win, okay? Sometimes that you're gonna lose, okay? Excuse me, you can't go against nature, right? But one thing that you could do with really curly lashes is if you are trained in lash lifts, you can kind of straighten out the curl by doing a lash lift on the client, because what you're doing is reshaping the curl of the lashes and combing them straight and then putting on a solution, that's going to semi-permanently or permanently mold the lashes into that shape. So if somebody has really curly lashes, that's one way to try and straighten them out. I would say use a heated eyelash curler as like a flat iron kind of method. But if they already have extensions on, I don't think that's really going to work. So tell your client, though, that they need to not constantly, but they should be brushing their lashes. Tell them not to go too hard on the bases, but they should probably brush their lashes a little more, because they also have to start to train their eyes and their lashes, but their lashes to start going in the right direction. And plus, when you apply the extension, make sure that when you attach at the base, that you're pointing the extension in the direction that you want it to go. But please also note that sometimes with extremely curly lashes or lashes that point inward this way or grow inward versus growing outward, the retention is going to suck. because their lashes are growing in a different way. Okay? Bellwax Studios said, I think I need the hour-long mentorship with you. It may just end up as a therapy session. That's fine by me. I was thinking today about some of my clients, like, sometimes it turns into a therapy session, right? Where they just want to talk and tell you what's going on. And with some of them, that's okay because I can still lash. But with some of them, you can't because every time they talk, it's like their eyes are moving, right? So, this is going to turn into a meme, right? We could totally talk, or I could do your lashes. But either way, at the end of this appointment, money will be exchanged. So if you want to pay me to talk to me, sure. If you want to pay me to get some lashes, that's great too. That's what we're here for, right? How do you get over the fear of starting on clients? Do you just jump in and do it? Yes. You are going to cross a few different hurdles in your career, but confidence, I realized the other day that aha moment that some of us find, like one day all of a sudden we're like, we know what we're doing. That's confidence. That's confidence. You're going to notice too, you're on the right track when your client opens their eyes and their shits aren't stuck together like a Venus flytrap, or the lashes aren't stuck to the iPad, or they both come out even. Like you drawing your lines. Okay? Baby steps. The biggest thing that you need to do though is give yourself a chance, okay? And be super realistic about this. I find that in speaking to a lot of younger lash artists, and when I say younger, guys, I don't mean in age. I mean just starting out, right? I'm what I would call an older lash artist because I'm like 4 years in. If you're just starting, you're what I call a younger lash artist. I find that younger lash artists, they kind of get caught up in just what their lashes come out looking like, thinking that your work is gonna come out looking like a 4-year veteran's work. No, it's not. Nor are you gonna be as fast. You have to get through it. But slowly but surely, you'll start to see progress. It's like working out, you know what I mean? Like, the first week of working out, you ain't gonna see shit. But by, like, week 5, right? Because you have to go do it every day. How long did you practice lashes before you got really good at them and offering services? I did it from November 17th, 2013 to February 2014, and by March 2014 I was in that salon. By the time I got my time down to 2 hours, which the reason why they tell you 2 hours for a full set, you need 2 hours and 80% coverage. The reason why is because nobody wants to sit for 3 and 4 hours, and you're not going to have a real client. No, you're not going to have a real client sitting there for 3 to 4 hours while you're trying to figure it out, okay? Don't do it. You're going to have a bad reputation before you even get started. Training recommendations. Yeah, me. It's like, go to the directory in the LASH411.info. There's a bunch of trainers listed in there. I don't have YouTube tutorials. I have this Instagram page. Go to the website and click visuals. You'll see all the videos on there. Guys, I have allergies too. Like, that post-nasal drip is no fucking joke, man. Recommendations on how to make a classic set more full. You can either try the flat lashes or make sure you're using shorter lengths on the anagen and catagen lashes. You gotta vary it up. It cannot just be when you do your map, you're gonna put only all 8s here, all 9s here, all 10s here. No, in that 10 section, there should be like 8s and 10s. In your 12 section, there should be, say, 8s, 10s, and 12s. Or like, if when you're lashing, you could do 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, right? And then when you go through in another round, you could do 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. And then go the next round and go 8, 9, 9, 9, 9. Then go the next round, 8, 9, 10, 10, 10. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, if you want your lashes to look more dynamic and fuller, you don't just do one length, okay? That ain't gonna do it. Oh my gosh, double R. She said, one of my clients' natural lashes look like spider legs, crisscrossing each other and curl straight to her lids. Yo, I do not miss clients like that. Like, I remember in my first year of the career, and I would get those clients whose lashes were the worst. And I would be like, oh my gosh, can I tell her no? Like, no, I can't do this. And then I said, Sandra, take it as a challenge, right? Any challenge that presents itself, take it. But, because it's a learning experience, you're going to get clients like that. So you might as well give it a shot. Guys, also keep in mind that in your first year of lashing, it's probably going to be hard for you to get that look from the front. You have to take more trainings. You have to learn more about what you're doing and how you're applying. Why do I say 8s in every set? Because every person has anagen lashes, and anagens are usually anywhere from 5 to 8 millimeters. You should not be putting a 12 millimeter on an anagen lash. Back pain, how to stop it? Would a brace like the one Sugar Lash offers work? I did Cairo and I feel like it made it worse. Well, has anybody in here used Sugar Lash's brace? I should add it to the directory and then you can leave your opinion there, right? Right. Well, I actually this week have been using a waist trainer because, you know, I'm trying to get snatched and shit. And that shit has had my posture in check. So if you have a girdle, try that. Try it. It's going to have you standing up straight. If you use magnifiers, or do you use magnifiers? Because perhaps are you hunching over? Are you the one who sent me the email about this and I said you needed to, if you could take a picture and send it to me? Like how you sitting in your chair with your table and stuff? If that's you, send me the picture, okay? Thank you, Jamar. Can you tell me a good glue for lashes? Drink. Take a look at the glues in the directory. Lashed by Deebs said, trying Sugar Lash Elite Glue. Has anyone tried it? Lashed by Deebs. Some people have left reviews on that adhesive in the directory. Go check it out. I have a hard time with applying lash extensions. I go to apply it and it won't stick. What am I doing wrong? Perhaps you are taking too long and the glue is drying by the time you get to it. So if you are isolating first and then dipping your glue into the adhesive and placing it, then you're on track. But if you are dipping your glue into the adhesive and then you're isolating, you're wasting time. Your glue is drying. By the time you isolate and go to place it, it's dry. Okay? Oh my gosh. Lashed by Lash Doll said, my client asked me if I would lash her if she died. She was dead serious. You know, I almost thought about that once. No, throw a pair of strips on her. She won't know. Cam's Madre, send me the pic. Do I store adhesive in rice? I do not store volume adhesives in rice. I learned that from Lash Makers. Volume adhesives are already thin and fast drying, and the rice is just going to accelerate. Like a whole cup of rice is going to accelerate that. You ever notice that when they send you your adhesive, it comes in a package, and that package only has one silica packet in it? I just store my adhesive in the package it came in. Yeah, the question about silk lashes is that there is no, it's silk mink, it ain't no different. Yes, you could totally pay me for a call consult. Sign up for a mentorship. Just click the link in the bio. How do I sanitize my tweezers in between clients? I use Barbicide, mix in a little bit of water, like a little cocktail. And then I also have a glass bead sterilizer, but truth be told, those are actually not legal in my state. So yeah, stick with the Barbicide. Can't go wrong there. And always have extra tweezers. Okay? especially if you were running behind, because you need to let it soak for at least 5 to 10 minutes. So if you have another client coming on the way, Jamar Lash Bar, we can totally do a mentorship call. I don't have to be, I can be here, you could be there. I'm a very new, just meant to say new ass lash stylist. Any trick for long, straight down lashes? It's been hard for me to work with these type of lashes. Okay, so when the client's eyes close and it's touching my eye, I'm one of those people who has oily lids, so I'm just seeing that. Shit, I'm fucking oily all over right now. When the client's eyes are closed and they're touching the pad, take some tape and like lift the lid here. See? That'll lift them off of the pad. And use like an L curl on those lashes. Jamar, I could totally come to Jamaica. Make it happen. I do private trainings too. Private me to you. Do you guys want to hear something that's funny? So when I was mobile, I called it me to you mobile. You know me. I come up with a name for some shit. Check the tech. Mind your own business. Me to you mobile, right? I'm so cute, aren't I? But anyway. So, and now I get to use it in the private me to you training. So, if you want to take a 1-day or a 2-day training, I'll fly out to you. I mean, you got to pay for me to fly out, but technically it's the same thing if you pay to fly out to me for a training, so there's no difference. Polished Beauty said, I love to hear you say, click the link in my bio. Yeah, because I have to keep on saying it, right? Click, 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 click it. Oh, thanks, Embo. Well, I'm glad you made it tonight, too. She said, thanks for being you. Mwah. Somebody said, what tweezer do you recommend? Drink. Mrs. Linder, what's your favorite kind of music? What's the best music out there? Okay, I'm kidding. Check out my favorites. Click the link in my bio. Up, here comes the Nano Mr. vs. Nebulizer again. Already been there, done that. Nebulizer. Been doing lashes 1 year. Do you ever use longer than 12 millimeters, 0.15 classic? Maybe 13s, but it depends on the client. I don't use that on people who have natural 10s. When do you know when it's the right time to train for volume? Nervous my clients will pay. Guess what, honey? If we were all nervous that our clients wouldn't pay, nobody would be doing volume. And I only say that now because trust me, back then I was like you. I was so scared. I was scared. I was like, they're not going to pay for this shit. But guess what? They did. And they will. Honeys, never apologize for your prices. Your clients will make it work. Lashes are a luxury. That's already in a meme. You can find it under LASH411 memes. Do I like foam tape? I've never used it. Oh, wait, I'm lying. I think I tried to use it once. I bought some from Walgreens. And no, I didn't like it. Already talked about the cleaning lashes after application. Did I like working as a mobile lash artist? Only when I was going to friends and family. But to be honest, no. Because when it was raining, then I'd have to lug that fucking table in the rain. Some people had stairs. Then I had to carry it up the stairs. By the time I got the fucking table set up, I was probably sweating like a pig. And I probably smelled a little bit. Do you know what I mean? That feeling of like feeling rushed. And just trying to get your shit set up. Because, you know. Yeah. And then you have to sit with a client, you know. And no. So no, that's not, I didn't like that part about mobile. What difficulties did I face traveling to their home? A few times, some people weren't home when I got there and I would have to wait outside. But my friend Instant Pretty Lashes, Christine, she's in California and she has her own mobile van. Go check her out, Instant Pretty Lashes. She has a, she has, I think it's a BMW or a Mercedes van that she converted. She just drives to her clients' houses. They come outside and into her van. What I will say, too, though, is I do not suggest that you go to strangers' houses. Somebody today told me they were posting on Craigslist looking for clients and that they were mobile. I do not recommend that at all. It's hard enough, you know, when you're just trying to meet a new client and make a good impression. But it's another thing when you're coming to somebody's home and you don't even know them. Like, I think the fears that I have with something like that is A, what if they're not really who they say they are? B, what if you show up and they steal your shit? Like, they run you for your shit. Yeah. The one time, before I went into the salon, some girl had found my website, because I had a fucking website before I had a certification. I don't know what I was thinking. But anyway, a girl called me, and she kept calling and calling and calling, and I said, okay, fine, I'll come. I said, maybe the Lord is saying go. I went, and she was all the way in Teaneck, and I am not in Teaneck. I'm about 45 minutes away from Teaneck. I went, she wasn't there. I waited for 30 minutes, and I left. And I said to myself, yeah, we're not doing that again. Because A, we don't know her. B, she took 30 minutes extra. You don't know what's going on. So, yeah. New at lashing, and I struggle with the inner corners. You know what? I'm not going to tell you how to do that. What I am going to tell you, Polish Beauty, is to click the link in my bio. Is it Polish or polished? Either way, click the link in my bio and type inner corners and search LASH411. What do I think about Lavish Lashes products? I don't think anything because I've never tried them. What if my client opens their eyes and a bottom lash is stuck to the top? Well, before they open their eyes, you should be checking to make sure that there's no stickies to the bottom. I want to show you guys something. Is this terrifying to you? I want you to hold your phone. I want you to lay down. Or I want you to take your phone and hold it above your head like this. Okay? Like as if you were a client and I'm coming down. Are you doing it? Okay. Give me hearts if you're in the position so I can do this. Hearts, hearts, hearts. Hold your phone like, you know what I'm talking about? Okay. Is this not terrifying to you? This is an example of what your client sees when you are trying to unstick something when their eyes are open, like from their bottom lash. Bitch, can I tell you how terrifying that is? Let me tell you how I know. Because my fucking lash lady did that shit to me like 2-3 weeks ago. And when she did it, all I could think was, dude, slip of a finger, or somebody walks through the door and startles her, and my lash life is over. Like, I can't see. Like, I'm gonna be like Fetty Wap, like one-eyed Sandy. Like, okay? And ever since, so we're talking the last 3 weeks, I never did it again. I will never do that to my clients again. This is why it's also important for you to get your lashes done, okay? I will never do that shit to them again. Always this crease right here, not their eyeball, okay? You don't want to press their eye in. Plus, I wear contacts, so that'd be uncomfortable as fuck. This crease here, you gotta do that. Do you see that? And I'm not trying to push, but you're gonna lift, okay? Wait, I got 1 minute and 50 seconds left, so let me try to get through the rest of these questions. How would I promote myself? Go look at the 5 free ways to get new business. Post. Reading the questions. Yes, I'm in New Jersey. My trainer told me to use the scale 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. What? But she said once the client is young, I should use 13. No. Who's my lash crush? Oh, Lashes and Lips. Lash Makers, Maven, of course. You know, the usual suspects. Ooh, Lashes by Mia. I love her classics. Like, I totally want to go take a training with her just to learn her lash design for classics. But I know she also uses, like, 14s to 16s. And I only have, like, 3 clients who I could do that on. So, let's see. Oh, good. I'm getting down to the bottom and I have 45 seconds left. I have a client who wants me to use my professional glue to glue on a strip lash. Absolutely not. Tell her no. 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 How do you lift their eye and use both tweezers to get the lash? You don't use both tweezers. Oh, here. Just, okay, tape them back. Do that. Usually, when I do this, I only have to use one tweezer. I don't know if that's because I know what I'm doing and I have confidence that way. Or what. But usually because it's not strongly bonded to that bottom lash. So